Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks so much for watching. So today's look is going to be on this cool toned monochromatic gray smoky eye look. I kind of stayed in the cool tone with the whole face, with the cheeks and the lips. I really love the way it turned out. Also, I just wanted to hurry and let you guys know that it might be a little bit before I'm able to post my next video. Unfortunately, I don't have any pre-recorded right now, but by that I just mean maybe over a week. We are actually getting a new computer, so it is going to take a little bit for that to be shipped to us and get set up and get my new programs and everything. So if it seems like it's been a while before I put a video up here soon, don't worry, I'm coming back. I actually am thinking about doing a Valentine's look for you guys soon. If you do want to see that and are interested, please leave me comments down below so I know that you guys want to see that. And any other ideas would be greatly appreciated. I definitely could use some inspiration right now of what you guys would like to see. I have been thinking about maybe doing a few tutorials on me actually doing a model. So I think that would be really fun and kind of cool to see me doing what I would do on a client or something. So also, again, just let me know down below if that would be something you guys would be interested in seeing. So if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching and we'll see you very soon. Bye! So I have already done my face and my eyebrows just because it's really nothing new, and I know you guys probably don't like seeing the same things over and over again. The foundation that I used is the Too Faced Born This Way, and I also primed my eyes with the Anastasia primer pencil and just set it with some translucent powder. And my eyebrows are the NYX brow pencil and the micro brow pencil and the Loreal brow plumper stylist. So jumping right into the eyes, I'm going to start with this Loreal palette, and I'm just taking this taupey shade right here. It's just a very neutral kind of purpley taupe shade for a transition color. It's not going to, you know, put a lot of color in there, but that way we're just not going right in with one dark gray color. And I'm just going to apply this with a fluffy blending brush. This is the Sedona Lace 863. And I'm doing this pretty messily, as you can see. It's okay if you get it on the lid a little bit because we will be putting some of the dark color there. The next shade is kind of our main gray shade, and this is from the Morphe 35W palette. It's just this gray shade right here at the bottom. It's such a beautiful kind of, I don't even know how to explain this shade. It's definitely cool toned, but it's not quite like pure gray. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's really pretty. And the brush I'm going to use for this is going to be the Morphe E17, which just looks like so. For this shade, we're going to be putting this in the outer and inner corner and then blending it slightly into the crease. So I'm going to start with the outer corner and putting the most of the product there. And then you can also come in here and put it on the inner corner. And then we can start working up and putting it in the crease. And you do have to kind of keep building with this shade because once you apply it and blend it out, it gets lighter and lighter. which is okay. We just have to keep adding more to get it to the darkness that we want. You could do this technique with pretty much any shade or color. I absolutely love it. It really just kind of rounds out the eye and makes that center lid pop. It just does a really cool dimension. Something you should really play around with and try on your eye shape. Just different than what, you know, most people would usually do. And I'm just blending out the edges here. Get rid of those harsh lines. Now I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to do a little bit more of the gray right on the outer edge in the inner corner. And then I'm also going to take a little tiny bit of black on the tip of my brush just to deepen that up just a little bit more. For the shade for the center of the lid, I'm going to use this color by Colourpop in the shade 153. And it's just this beautiful metallic taupey shade, and I did crack it, so it's falling apart. This will just look really, really great with the gray because it's kind of that taupey shade. There's a little bit of lavender in it. And I'm just going to press this on the center of the lid with my finger. You're more than welcome to use a brush with some Fix Plus or eye drops or something. We're just putting it right there in the center where we didn't apply any other the shadows. You can go back in with your brush and kind of blend out all the edges. For the inner corner highlight, I'm using the Maryloumanizer by the Balm. And I've also applied it up on my brow bone, but my camera stopped filming. We're going to go ahead and do our wing eyeliner with the NYC Liquid Eyeliner. First wing down, and we'll see if we can get the other one to match. I always recommend having lots of Q-tips nearby, whether you're new or not to eyeliner, because if you mess up, you definitely want to have something close by. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. Like I said, I already have the Born This Way foundation on, so I'm going to apply my concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm, which at first it looks very, very light on me, but once I blend it out and set it, it actually looks just fine in person. So if you think it looks light, I already know. And I like to bring this kind of back onto my cheekbone for highlight as well. center of the forehead. Whoa. And you can bring it down onto the nose, a little on the chin and the lip. My beauty blender has dried up a little bit, so I'm going to spritz it with some Max Fix Plus. I'm going to set that in place using the It Cosmetics Bye Pores as usual. Sorry. I really do want to try new powder, just haven't gotten to it yet. But if something works, why fret over trying something new, you know? So for my contour, I'm actually using kind of an older product, for me anyways. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is actually the first contour shade I ever bought. Kind of exciting. It is the Sephora Los Cabos bronzer contour shade. And it's very, very beautiful. It's a nice neutral brown. Quite inexpensive for Sephora because it's the Sephora brand and it is usually a little bit cheaper. So I'm pretty sure this is under $20. Just a really great shade, and I'm using it on this Morphe M523 contour brush, which is amazing for contour. I will say for this shade though, if it's summertime and I'm tan or I have a spray tan or anything, this color usually doesn't work because it is one of the lighter shades that I have. But it's winter and I got no tans, so... Since our eyes are cool toned, you want to stick with a more cool toned blush to kind of keep it all monochromatic and in sync. I'm going to go ahead and use this shade from the Sephora Ombre Obsession blush palette right down here. And these are very pigmented, so I am going to use a super light hand, or try to anyways, because it's very easy to get carried away with this shade. Blush is actually probably the only thing I struggle with makeup wise. I don't know why. I can't quite figure out placement on me because I don't have super strong cheekbones, and for some reason I feel like it always ends up going blotchy. So, see, look, I hardly used any and that is so pigmented, so we're definitely going to want to blend that out. And for a little bit of highlight, I might as well use the highlight shade in this palette, this center one right here. It's kind of a pinky undertone. It as well is very pigmented, so you do not need a lot. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go back to the eyes. We'll go ahead and fill in the lower lash line. We're going to take those same two shades that we put on the upper lid, obviously, that first taupe one, and just pop that underneath the lower lash line, kind of messily. And then we'll go back into that gray shade from the Morphe palette and pop that really close to the lash line. And I'm actually going to bring the gray shade into the inner corner a little bit, kind of like we did on the top. And then we're going to go in and grab that Inglot shade, the one that we used on the center of the lid. And I'm again just going to use my finger and just plop it right on the inner part, right in the center of the lower lash line. Which is actually really hard for me to do because naturally I just have wrinkly eyes, so it's hard to get it right where you want it. I'm going to apply just a little bit of mascara really quickly, just so they blend with the false lashes better, and I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. For lashes, I'm super excited because I am in love with these lashes right now. These are the House of Lashes Iconics, and they're not all pretty in their box because I've already used them. So these are probably my first really dramatic pair of lashes, and I'm so in love with them. I get so many compliments when I wear them. They're just so beautiful. They are quite a thick band, so they are going to be harder to apply. Even for me, I'm fairly experienced with applying false lashes, and these are pretty tricky to apply. Very rarely can I get it on the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these off camera and then come back and show you how it looks. Lashes are on, as you can see. They are super dramatic, but very beautiful. They kind of have like a spiky look. I just think that they're so beautiful. Moving on, so I need to do some lower lash mascara really quickly. I'm just going to use my Clinique lower lash mascara. I'm thinking about doing a look for Valentine's Day. So if you guys think that would be a good idea or would like to see it, let me know down below so I know if you're even interested. Since we have a dark eye and a dramatic lash, I want to apply a cream colored liner into the lash line just to kind of open up the eyes a little bit more. A white or a cream would work just fine. For lips, I'm going to be using this Colourpop Ultra Matte lipstick in the shade Trap, and it's just this really beautiful kind of taupey pink shade. It's very popular. I'm sure you guys have already heard of it. really, really love the shade. It's so beautiful. It's like, I don't know, kind of a mix of a taupe and a mauve. It's just super, super pretty. So that will dry matte, obviously. These are very, very matte, and they don't budge. So it's a great thing to wear if you're going out to eat or drinking or something. These will definitely stay on. Lastly, you just want to set everything in place with a setting spray. I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. It just feels so good. Just sets everything in place and kind of blends it into the skin so it doesn't look like you're wearing powders and stuff on top of your skin. So I feel like that step is very important. Thanks so much for watching.